But I don't...
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Funny.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's me, see you later, and I'm back with another story time. I figured y'all would want another one since all I've been posting is vlogs, and my channel is not really a vlogging channel. This is actually going to be the time where I think I was involved in a sex trafficking scam. Definitely let me know in the comments below if you think that this was sex trafficking. I mean, obviously it was a scam because people are stupid. I am going to give just a quick little disclaimer before we go into the story time. The person that was also involved in the scam as well, she did give me permission. I can go ahead and speak about the situation in which it happened. And also, just to let y'all know, there are receipts. I have the text messages, I have the DMs, and you will see them somewhere in this video. Pretty much, there was this girl that I went to high school with. Her name was Philly. That's not her real name. No, that's not. And she DM'd me about the girl who did my box braids. So I gave her the information. She then goes into, hey, I might have a modeling gig for you. Now, we just gonna throw this out there. I am not a model. I'm not an Instagram model. Have I done photo shoots? Yes. Was I building a modeling portfolio? Yes. Would I consider myself a model? No. I don't have enough experience to consider myself a model. I would just consider it an aspiring model. She was like, I think I have a modeling gig for you if you would be interested in it. I'm like, oh, that sounds dope. What is it? She told me she got approached in her DMs from this guy. We're gonna call him Eric. I don't know if that's his real name. If it is, I don't really care. But we're gonna call him Eric. And he worked with the magazine company, and his boss told him to look for local recruits for a fashion show in Charlotte the weekend of August 19th that's hosted by Kimber Walker. And he was trying to find local talent in order to walk in the show. So she was like, oh, okay, yeah, that sounds cool. And then she brought my name up and was like, oh, well, I know 2 other people. It was me and some other girl as far as who would be interested in walking in the show. So he was like, yeah, she cute. And the next thing I know, she was like, I didn't really get a lot of information on it, but I do plan on calling him in order to get a little bit more information on the show. And me being the type of person that I am, I'm gonna ask you a lot of questions, and if you can't answer those questions for me, then I'm not doing it. She said the fashion show was paid. You would earn in total $650 for the show, and I was like, you would get half of it at the beginning, and later on you would get the rest of it. Philly suggested to do a conference call with him. So I was like, okay, cool, we can ask some questions, whatever, because my thing is this, I straight up told her, I was like, yeah, that definitely sounds like a dope idea. I would definitely be open for it, but I just need a little bit more information before I just say, all right, let's do it. So what ends up happening is that she does a conference call with this guy. When I tell you, in the back of my head, I was like, who hired you? Because I'm like, okay, if your boss supposedly hired you to try to find local talent to walk in a show, why don't you have any information? He gets on the phone, he's just like, yeah, so pretty much you're gonna be walking in the show or whatever. It's this weekend, it's at this hotel, pretty much the hotel expenses are covered. You're gonna get paid $650. You're gonna get the first half by the end of the week, and we're gonna Western Union that to you. And then the last half you're gonna get on the show. Philly was like, okay, that sounds cool. What are we gonna be wearing? And he was like, oh, it's sportswear. So I'm like, okay, where's the hotel? Tells us where the hotel is in Charlotte. I'm like, okay, is there gonna be a rehearsal? He was like, yeah, the rehearsal's gonna be the day of the show. What? Now, I've never walked in a fashion show before, so I don't know if that's common to just rehearse the day of the show a few hours before, or if y'all have a rehearsal the day before and then another rehearsal the day of. I don't know. And then I was like, is there any form of paperwork that we have to sign, fill out, whatever? And he was like, yeah, there is. And when are we getting that? Oh, you fill everything out the day of the show. What? How does that make sense? And then he went and said, now this is a private event, but we had big names there. We had Carrie Hilson last year. We had Trey Songz, and it was really dope. And, you get paid the hotel cover for it. You really don't got to pay for nothing. All he was doing was just trying to gas up the show without providing any valid information. Well, I mean, if you broke and got money and you really don't care, you just want to make the money, you wouldn't ask all those questions. But I ain't got time. So y'all already know. I asked him about the paperwork. I asked him where it's going to be held at. Philly asked him, what are we wearing? Then I asked him, okay, well, what magazine company do you work for? But he said Straight Stuntin' Magazine. And I was like, okay. And then I texted it to him, asking him again, what magazine company did you say you worked for? When I Googled it, ass, titties, I know that's fake. That's definitely fake. Then I asked him about the money. I said, okay, so I was told that we're gonna get paid $650. How are we gonna get that? He's like, oh, we're gonna Western Union it to you. Oh, all I need is your city and state and like your name and I can send it to you. So the conversation obviously ended up short. He was just like, yeah, just let me know if you're down to do the show by the end of the week. That way we can get a complete roster because I'm still like looking for other people to like do the show or whatever. I already knew from the jump this did not like because I was asking too many questions. Billy on the other hand was like, some of these questions I would have never thought to ask. So we're still on the phone after he's off the call and I tell her about the website. I was like, girl, this website, I was like, if this is what the fashion show is supposed to look like, I'm not about to walk in and you're not about to see my flat ass hanging out of a G-string and a jersey that's all open. I may have these, but I ain't got nothing back there. And I know my parents ain't raised me to be doing something I ain't got no business doing. I'm like, nah. I was like, this sounds sketchy. I don't like this. And second of all, why do we need a hotel? If the show was only supposed to be a day, why do we need a hotel? Days go by. Philly is like texting me about, Eric is like messaging Philly about like opinions of, oh, what you think about this dude, what you think about this guy, what you think about this guy, to walk in the fashion show. First of all, if you work for this magazine company and you're supposed to be recruiting people to walk in this show, why are you asking somebody that you asked to be in the show their opinion of who's walking? Ask the person that hired you. Ask the person that works for you. And then when she sends me the screenshots of the pictures of the guys that he sent, pretty much, bruh, I know you got that off of Google. There were like some greased up, oiled, like straight up catfish. I did this to you because you called me a fat ass Kelly Price.
Why the would you do that?
You should have never called me a fat ass Kelly Price.
Why would you get guys that look like that and then get some basic people off the street? Because I'm gonna tell you this, if they looking like that and I'm looking like this, that makes no sense. Because she was like, they look too, and I'm like, it's fake. I was like, don't even fall for it. And then he keeps asking for her opinion, like, what about this guy? What do you think about this? Ha ha ha, so how are you doing? Like, it's like he's trying to get at her and trying to impress her with all the things that are supposedly going to be in the show in order for her to say yes even more. I ended up messaging him because I'm like, I need more information. You're not giving me enough. I messaged him, I'm like, is there a way that I can bring my lawyer with me the day of the show since all the paperwork's going to be filled out that day? I don't know. I'm going to have to get to my boss about it. Okay, do you need to know our sizes? Oh yeah, you should probably send me that. That's a basic question. Do you need measurements as far as bust, waist, and hip size? Do you need like small, medium, large? Do you need our shoe sizes? You know what, that would be a good idea. Yeah, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that too. So then I was like, okay, well, since you're unable to answer any of the questions that I had, am I able to get your boss's email address so I can ask him the questions and hopefully he'll be able to answer them? I'm gonna have to get to my boss on that. I'm gonna hit you up later. Then what ends up happening, I went ahead and I'm telling Philly everything that happened. I'm like, bro, like, I'm messaging him this. I was like, he's not able to give valid answers. I was like, I think this is a sex trafficking scam. I was like, every time she would call me or text me about it, I'm like, this is sex trafficking. I'm so sad. This is sex trafficking. This is a scam. This is sex trafficking. Obviously, he's trying to find young girls who are probably in college. When you in college, you broke. I ain't never met a rich college person. You obviously trying to target people that you know aren't really going to ask you questions like that. She was like, yeah, but I really need the money though. And in my head, I'm like, bro, I need the money too. But I'm just like, our safety is more important. She's like, yeah, you right. She was like, I don't think I'm gonna do it. I was like, I'm not doing it. I was like, where are my forms? Where is my documentation? Where is my email from your boss since you can't answer my questions? You don't have no receipt. Friday comes because it's the end of the week. We're supposed to give him a response saying, yeah, we'll do it. We ain't hit him back. So then Philly calls me and she's like, girl, I got some tea. And I was like, what? I called the hotel. I was like, before she was going to call the hotel, we were going to conference call him again, get more information so he can confirm it, see if he talked to his boss. So we try to call him again, he does not answer. So pretty much what Philly did before she called the hotel is she DM'd Kimba Walker and she DM'd a clothing line that Kimba Walker was affiliated with or if he helped create or whatever. And she was like, I don't know if there was fine. I was like, just do it. I was like, because you're not gonna know unless you try it. So she went ahead and did it. And then that following morning, she called the hotel. When she called her, she said, girl, I spoke to a receptionist. I went ahead and told them, hey, I was just calling to see if you have any events going on. Well, there's supposedly a private event, like a fashion show that's supposed to be happening the weekend of August 19th. And we just want to know supposedly associated with it. And the receptionist was like, the basketball player Kimba Walker? We don't have anything planned. We never even heard of a fashion event that's supposed to be going on here. Then later in the day, she gets a message from Kimba Walker's clothing line, and they're like, sorry, we don't have any events planned for Charlotte. It was a scam! And I'm still going to say that it was sex trafficking. And on top of that, Philly was definitely concerned because she knew he was going out to reach other females, and she knew who they were as far as like their usernames or something, because I guess he conversed that with her. And she was just like, I don't know what to do. And I was like, I mean, the only thing you can do is like try to notify them, but that's completely on them as far as what they do with that information. It's up to you. You can relay the information, and that's all you can do. Like, your conscience is just gonna have to be put to rest at that. I'm just glad that both Philly and I made the decision not to go, because our safety is more important, because anything could have happened if we would have went. You ain't about to make me out here busting it wide open for some Rice Krispie treats. You're not about to do that. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, be sure to hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date whenever I post a video, because I'm back. I will be getting back into the habit of posting videos every Sunday. But we know how that is because I really don't follow a schedule. But once I get back into the swing of things, everything will be good to go. I am going to be giving you guys a life update video once I get my life in check to like this much. Because right now, it's like that emoji that's like I'm this close to becoming a stripper. I'm not going to do it, but I do got a stripper name. Caramel Slade will take the stage. And my theme song would be Ride by Sierra. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can be a part of the Finesse fam, because we be lit. And if you've ever been put in a situation where you're like, is this a scam? Or you did get scammed, put it in the comments below. Ladies, if you are watching this, just have a clear heart, have a clear mind, use your common sense. Just because you hear a number or a figure does not mean that it's legit. Again, your safety is so much more important than to get a check from something that just seems too good to be true. And also, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. So always ask a lot of questions, always just stay informed, and just be aware of your surroundings, because people crazy and I ain't got time. Like, I just don't want y'all to be busting it open for some Rice Krispie treats.
Hello, bitch, you can fuck with me if you wanted to. These expensive, these is red bottoms, these